topic is supernaturals while sleeping. So yes, this is a very important topic. Like I always bring important topics to you all. So we will be talking about this, that how supernatural elements or how supernatural entities or paranormal things can affect you while sleeping as well. Because so many of you had this question from the team on the Gmail. They wrote that we want to understand that once we are sleeping or while we are sleeping, can anything paranormal or anything negative or negative forces can react with us or can hamper us or not? We want to understand this. So I'm answering this question today in this video. So when I talk about supernaturals while sleeping, I simply means that yes, supernatural entities have the power to grab you mentally also, and sometimes physically as well. They have the capacity to operate you very silently even while you're sleeping. In fact, you're in a much more sensitive state of mind and overall also when you're sleeping. Your subconscious mind is active at the same time. It's very sensitive. So this becomes a very easy time and a target. You become a very easy target to be trapped in any supernatural activity or any evilish thing working on you as well. Okay, I'll throw some light through an example. Now, for example, in true cases that come to us for case studies and the paranormal activities, or you talk about black magic cases or supernatural cases, many of the cases it's been seen that victims were experiencing few visions while sleeping, or few things they were sensing very strongly. Some of them even started walking in the night. Now there is of course a disease in which a person starts walking, but I'm not talking about that disease. I'm talking about when you start getting operated through a supernatural entity or an element or a molecule. So what happens is, for example, if there's a trap for you, now this can be black magic also, this can be an automatic supernatural entity following you or who has come along with you due to whatever reason. Okay, so in few of the cases we had seen that sometimes the target is to get you out from the house in the night time, in the midnight hours, and maybe taking you towards the graveyard. Yes, many cases came to us in which there was a supernatural entity which was trying to take that person towards the graveyard in the mid of the night, around 2 o'clock to 2:30, somewhere between this. And this was a black magic case in which the process was such that once the person will be sleeping, while he or she is sleeping, very silently he or she will be unlocking the locks of the house and would be walking towards the roadside, and there was an entity on the main gate when that was supposed to be unlocked. The main gate was supposed to be unlocked, and that person started, there was an entity, a sort of a woman with a normal face, that let's go, chalo, let's go, right? Like this, she was saying things in the ears of that victim, and the person started walking towards that same direction, and he or she landed up into a graveyard. And suddenly, after an hour's time, he realizes that I'm in the graveyard, and some process or some spell was done on that victim that time. So this happened in the sleeping time, during the sleeping time. Okay, and that's why I'm saying that the supernatural entities have the capacity to operate you by the mind and make sure that you start walking towards, and mostly this is done in the night time, and they try to make you reach to a particular venue, because that venue has not many things attached with it. It can be a trap, it can be a place where certain damages or certain spells can be done on you. It can be a venue or a place where a certain kind of negative forces or the other collective negative forces will also affect on you. There can be several reasons for it. Okay, sometimes also what happens is that once you're sleeping, you may feel that you're feeling very suffocated towards your neck area, means that you will feel throttled, as if somebody is literally throttling you, and you're unable to speak anything, you're unable to bring out your voice. Why? Because somebody is actually trying to throttle you with the hands out there, but you don't see anything, but you just feel the hands on the neck area, somebody throttling you. Okay, so somebody throttling you, of course the force will be applied here. This also happens in the sleep. So there are some supernatural entities which actually attack you while sleeping in such a manner as well. And in the ancient times, like I said, that many people used to say that the moment you touch, if the person is sleeping with you, your partner is sleeping with you, and the hand touches that person, automatically that element, which the supernatural element which is trying to trap you or is trying to overload itself, overload you with its power or strength, simply goes away. Now, I'm not saying that all of the supernatural will go by the touch of the other human. No. In few of the cases, depending on what process is being done or what kind of entity it is, it really depends on that. Okay, so yes, supernaturals can affect you while sleeping in a very, very severe manner. Sometimes they also make you do things that you're not even aware of, or you would never do in a general way. Mostly it's actually taking you out from your house or your venue to another venue, or maybe you also committed suicide. Some of the severe cases we have also seen, people have written to us that suddenly, I picked up the knife and I was about to cut off my vein, or I was even about to go and harm someone else in my family in the night, and then people came in and I was caught, and then this was like that I'm not even aware of what I'm doing. This may sound very silly, or this may sound if not silly, then really very unbelievable to some. But then if you can go ahead and search articles on Google regarding this, you will find that what I'm saying is correct. So if any one of you is feeling or is facing like this in their lives presently, or if their near and dear ones are facing, after watching this video, at least you can educate them that yes, something like this does exist, and you should believe them if they're saying something like this. Get the case study done, which is a paid service, through which you will be knowing about the fact that whether this is actually a mental blocking, or there is something literally that I just told you hampering your life. Okay, because it's sooner you get out of this whole situation, it's better, because the damages will increase, and then of course sufferings will increase again. So that's about it in this video. Next week I'll come up with another topic. Till then, goodbye.